We got I could do it with my eyes closed, chill, mildly annoying, tricky but chill. Alright, I think we get rid of mildly annoying. I think we yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Alright, negotiations. Well, negotiations has the shit at the end where you need to find TC. That's pretty consistent. You know, this is a chill level. This is a chill level, and it's a short level as well. Sub 3, the best time on that. Invasion. You know, invasion is pretty tricky. It's tricky but chill. Well, you know, especially even if you do the tree skip, it's still tricky but chill. You know, what makes it tricky is the, well, Jar Jar jump, right? So, you know, there's no real setup to get the edge jump. You just need to time it. And that can be tricky. But it's the only Jar Jar jump you go for. And mind you, you know, transitioning from that second Jar Jar jump to, you know, the log jump room, your jump can just get eaten, you know, and you don't even know that you're up top. Um, I would definitely, this might be able to go down to chill, but I don't really know. Escape is chill. Is it easier than negotiations? Yes. Yes, it is easier than negotiation. Well, no, it's not. It's not. Pod race, I can do with my eyes closed. It's really free. Feed is difficult. Feed is really fucking difficult. Mostly because of the room before the end room. And also the first button room. It's actually fucked. But is this the second hardest difficulty? You know, I feel like this might be at the very top of tricky but chill. You know, because we're a lot more experienced with this level as well. Like this is either at the end of difficult or at the start of tricky but chill. Because don't forget, you know, when we were first running this shit, figuring this shit out, Theed was the standard of difficult level. Like Theed was the most difficult level, and it's harder than Maul. It's definitely harder than Maul. Well, Maul has that second room, you know, and that second room is fucked up. Second room is really fucked up. Because once you know, you fuck up after collecting the coins and you've got no indicators at all. You have zero indicators. And you know, the big room is really hard as well because you're going off of deaths for your positioning. So, you know, if you die in the wrong place, you still get the queue and you actually gain no information. Like it's really relying on consistency. I don't know. I think it's episode 1, right? So I think we're going to leave it tricky and chill for now. BHP is difficult. Nothing more to it. It's more difficult than all of these levels. Camino is difficult. Hitting all the buttons is really hard. And the boss fight is really hard as well. To do consistently, like you can just lose like 20 minutes in the fucking boss fight. It's improbable. Jedi battle is, I can do it with my eyes closed. It's easier than pod race. Yeah, it is easier than pod race. Wait. So that would mean that it goes on the end. I mean, literally, all you're doing is holding right and then just shooting left and right. Like there's nothing to it. Droid Factory is difficult. It's harder than both of these levels. Mostly because of room 2. I mean room 3. Room 3, room 2 are both really difficult. Room 1 is pretty chill, Droid Factory, but room 2 with the fucking what is it? You got to hit the bucket. Well, you know, this might not be that bad. I might be overrating these episode 2 levels. I might be overrating these. In fact, I might need another layer. I don't know. Ooh. Gunship is harder than BHP. But it is not hard as fuck. But it is harder than BHP. Is it harder than Droid Factory? I think it is harder than Droid Factory. Dooku is really easy. But I'll put it in chill, because if you do Dooku skip, you do need to know a few different variables. It's easier than both these levels. It really is. Yeah, it really is. Coruscant's really easy. Easier than Jedi Battle? No. Easier than Pod Race? No. But it is really easy. Chancellor is really difficult. Chancellor is harder than Gunship. The boss fight's fucked. The boss fight's actually just improbable. And the last room can be tricky. Grievous is really easy. Grievous is probably like here. You know, well, Grievous is definitely harder than negotiations and escape. Like that's without a doubt. Well, it's so short though. It's like the same amount of time as these levels. All of these are like 3-minute levels, by the way, which is pretty interesting. Then these are all fucking long as fuck. Kashyyyk is hard, man. Kashyyyk is really hard. But like I'm super consistent at that level. I don't know. I'm gonna put Ruin in hard as fuck though. I'm gonna put Kashyyyk in difficult. Well, Kashyyyk is harder than all of these levels. Is it harder than Chances though? There's no boss fight in Kashyyyk, but there's that weird walker strat. That really weird walker strat where you have to jump over the top. And that can be really inconsistent. But at the same time, that trick is juice. I think the hardest part of Kashyyyk is the third room. When you've got... No, not the third room. The fourth room. When you have to really, you know, you fuck with the you manipulating the camera. Yeah, no, I think it's here. I don't think it's as hard as Chancellor, but I think it's there. Vader's really hard. But I don't think it's hard as fuck. I don't even think Ruin is hard as fuck, I'll be honest, but we'll see how we go, because, you know, ITDS, DSE, you know, levels like that are going to be up here. Well, I just practiced secret plans so fucking much. This level's tricky but chill. It's not as hard as Maul or Feed. This is a big discrepancy. From secret plans to invasion, this is a lot more difficult. Like, there needs to be a few things in between here. In fact, invasion's easier than Grievous. I don't know. Grievous is a trickily placed one. I don't know. Jundlin is really hard. Let's put Jundlin here. It's harder than Camino. It's harder than all of these. It's harder than all of these. Maybe even harder than Vader. I don't know. I think Vader needs to be at the top. Spaceport is not that bad. It's harder than all these levels though, because you need to do the skip it right at the end. The spy fight skip is tricky but chill. That's perfect. Hold on, let me just put DSC in really hard. It's way fucking harder than Ruin. Like this is one of the hardest levels in the run. But Rescue Princesses, this Johnny reckons. What the fuck is this, bro? Why we got Newtown? This is every single level. Like every single one. I see. Fortunately, we've only got TCS up to here. So that's fine. This is a hard fucking level, man, because if you lose your helmet, it's over. Well, no, it's not. Helmet's pretty easy to grab in this level. It's impossible to grab again in DSE. Well, it is possible, it's just shit. Tractor beam is not that hard to get. This is harder than Beta. Vader's not that hard. This looks good. This looks accurate to me. Rebel attack is tricky but chill. It's harder than all these levels, but it's not that bad, you know. Especially with IT, the IT route is not that bad. Hoth battle is harder than all of this. It's harder than all of this. This might be the hardest one. Like holy shit, that's just insane. Echo base is a really good level. It's tricky but chill, but it is not the hardest by any means. It's definitely easier. Definitely harder than Secret Plans. No, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it's as harder than these two. Because these ones are so long. Nah. Falcon Flight is... I can do it with my eyes closed. But it is harder than all of these levels, to be fair. Dagobah is hard as fuck. But we're going to put it difficult. It's harder than all of these levels. It's actually harder than all of these levels. Maybe not Jundland. Maybe I'm underrating Jundland here. I think Dagobah goes here. Like the super jump, the strats, the secret path strat, it's actually so free. I take that back. This is harder than Rescue Princess. I don't think it's as hard as Jundland though. Like the super jump and that extra strat is really what sets this level apart from others. And they're not that bad. You know, they're really not that bad. You just need to be in the right place. The problem with this is doing the trick with no audio cues. Getting out of bounds after you're out of the path, like, you know, getting under the map to hit the load is really tricky. That's also not even the load I am talking about. But anyways, CCT is really fucking hard. It's harder than both. It's harder than Ruin. It's definitely harder than Ruin. Holy shit, Bespin. No, Bespin. Man, Bespin is so bit variable. You know, with door clip, holy shit. You need to know like so many different things that can happen in door clip. And the only way you know if you've clipped out is the pattern of the sounds. Like the door needs to open, land, close. Open, land, close, and that's it. If there's any other order, it's just you've fucked it. And if and you need a tap down. This is hard as fuck. This level's it's harder than Ruin. Don't think it's as hard as CCT though. Because you've got to do DV3 and fast DV2, and it's just. And imagine if you didn't do fast DV2 here. You have to do a really hard DVT setup. Because you can get out of bounds really easy for DVT, but you can't get up the slope without, you know, actually moving. It's not one straight angle, which is why it's really hard. Oh, fucking hell, there is a lot of hard levels, man. Let me just take ITDS, just because I see that. This is so hard. This level's so hard. Harder than DSE? I don't think so. See, DSE is so hard because of the deload. Like, that elevator room is fucking heinous. Getting the helmet, it's fucking heinous. And the hardest room, believe it or not, is the second to last one. Because you have to build the door before you can shoot it. And you don't have the power up necessarily. So it takes a really long time. And anytime you get shot, the entire door resets, which is crazy. Jabba's Palace is pretty difficult. This is actually really hard level. It's easier than all of these. It's harder than all of these. It's harder than Dagobah. Carcoon, man. This isn't actually that hard of a level. I think this is the hardest tricky but chill level. It's harder than Camino though. harder than all of these levels. I don't think it's harder than Chances, though. And this is only difficult because the first room and the last room. Every other room is pretty chill. Even Disco Skip is really chill. I don't know, man. It might not be that bad, you know. Kakun might not be that bad. It's pretty forgiving. Like, you know, because you can really fuck up the double jump slam into the disco room. Speed of Showdown is tricky but chill. Yep, I'd say here. Just because of the Ender room. Ender rooms are really hard in this level. Ender is hard as fuck. It's really hard. But it's nowhere near as precise as Ruin. Or any of these levels. See, what's really interesting is these levels are all super precise. Well, Hoth Battle is complete RNG, but this is not precise, it's just so long. It's just really fucking long. Jedi Destiny is easier than Falcon Flight. It's easier than Coruscant. And that is it. Jabba's Palace. Where did I put Jabba? TCS, Jabba's Palace, TCS, Jabba's Palace. We got two. This is the tier list of the hardest levels. I had a lot of fun making this. What the hell? How can I make this shit smaller? Can I like zoom out? So I've really put Hoth Battle as the hardest level. DSE, ITDS, CCT, Bespin, Ruin, Endor. This is way easier than Endor. Endor is way harder than both of these levels. Might even be harder than ITDS. Jundland isn't that well. Jundland is that bad. Like that's the problem. Mind you, it's hard because I was just playing it today, so a bit of bias. All right, that's cool. Let me screenshot this.